Today I'm going to tell you about ice cream. Ice cream, derived from earlier iced cream or cream ice, is a sweetened frozen food typically eaten as a snack or dessert. An early reference to ice cream given by the Oxford English Dictionary is from 1744, reprinted in a magazine in 1877. 1744 in Pennsylvania Magazine in History and Biography, 1877. 126. Among the rarities was some fine ice cream, which, with the strawberries and milk, eaten most deliciously. The 1751 edition of the Art and Cookery, made plain and easy by Hannah Glass, features a recipe. Quaker colonists introduced ice cream to the United States, bringing their ice cream recipes with them. Confectioners sold ice cream at their shop in New York and other cities during the colonial era. Ben Franklin, George Washington, and Thomas Jefferson were known to have regularly eaten and served ice cream. Records kept by a merchant from Catherine Street in New York showed George Washington spending approximately $200 on ice cream in the summer of 1970. The same records show President Thomas Jefferson having an 18-step recipe for ice cream. First Lady Dolly Madison, wife of U.S. President James Madison, served ice cream at her husband's inaugural ball in 1813. In the Mediterranean, ice cream appears to have been accessible to ordinary people by the mid-18th century. Ice cream became popular and inexpensive in England in the mid-19th century. In Swiss, Imagerie Carlo Gatti set up the first stand outside Charing Cross Station in 1851. He sold scoops and shells for 1 penny. Prior to this, ice cream was an expensive treat confined to those with access to an ice house. Daddy built an ice well to store ice that he would cut from Regent's Canal under a contract with Regent's Canal Company. By 1860, he expanded the business and began importing ice on a large scale from Norway. Today, jobs specialize in the selling of ice cream. The title of a person who works in the specialty is often called as an ice cream man. However, women also specialize in the selling of ice cream. People in this line of work often sell ice cream on beaches. On beaches, ice cream is either sold by a person who carries a box full of ice cream and is called over by people who want to purchase the ice cream, or by a person who drives up to the top of the beach and rings a bell. In the second method, people go up to the top of the beach and purchase the ice cream straight from the ice cream seller, who is often in an ice cream van. In Turkey and Australia, ice cream is sometimes sold to beachgoers from small power boats equipped with chest freezers. Ice cream is considered as a colloidal system. It is composed by ice cream crystals and aggregates air that does not mix with the ice cream by forming small bubbles in the bulk, partially coalesced globules. This dispersed phase made from all the small particles is surrounded by an unfrozen continuous phase composed by sugars, proteins, salts, polysaccharides, and water. Their interactions determine the properties of ice cream, whether soft and fluffy or hard. This is how ice cream is made. Initial mixing of materials. Pasteurizing, heating at high temperature, kill off any harmful bacteria, and homogenizing through mixing of the cream in an attempt to break down any fat globules until the mixture is perfectly smooth and uniform. After addition of flavors, colors, and fruit purees, mix is left to stand for about 4 hours for it to cool down. Special barrel freezer machine then takes the mix and gradually freezes only one part of the water crystals, making the mix harder. During the same time, machine also pumps in air into the ice cream, which by the end will hold over 50% of the ice cream volume. Semi-frozen mixture is then added with the final mix of toppings such as fruits, nuts, sweets, or biscuit mix. At the end, the ice cream is packaged and blast frozen to the temperature between -30 and -40 degrees Celsius. Around the world, different cultures have developed unique versions of ice cream suiting the products to local tastes and preferences. The most traditional Argentine helado ice cream is very similar to Italian gelato, in large part due to the historical influence of Italian immigrants on Argentine customs per capita. Australian New Zealanders are among the leading consumers of ice cream in the world, eating 18 liters and 20 liters per year, respectively, behind the United States, where people eat 23 liters each per year. In China, besides the popular flavors such as vanilla, chocolate, coffee, mango, and strawberry, many Chinese ice cream manufacturers have also introduced other traditional Chinese flavors such as black sesame and red bean. Thank you for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.